I got haze in the background. Hi, everybody. I'm glad you like my Eclipseyo videos. I got a lot of good report on those. Oop, I don't want this in the background. That's kind of funny there. I'll try to show my beautiful friends over there back there. you know. Well, hi, everybody. I don't know if everybody's up yet. I know it's kind of late. I've been doing the International Day of Prayer. I've been doing a lot of prayer. I've been putting up some videos ahead of time. I see Mr. Hayes is back there. Hey, Hayes, you got your head in there. And the astronauts behind me. The animation. I just noticed you there. Hi there, Natalie. I saw you gave me a good remark on my cartoon. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your good report on this little guy called Eclipseyo. Everybody wanted to know what he was all about. And all. Well, 50 years ago, in 1970, as I made the Big Stuff cartoon, it was in of course, mm, May. There was an eclipse that happened. I was a little kid of maybe I was a little kid, 11 years old, and I never really knew anything about eclipses. My father told me about it, and there was a special on TV, and I got so interested in eclipses. They were talking about how the sun uh, kind of goes in, how the moon goes in front of the sun, as you can see in this old article, this is the original article, piece of original article from 50 years ago. It's this silly article and the fascination to me learning and studying about eclipses that gave me the idea of, hey, that would be kind of funny if I made an alien creature that would always block out the sun like an eclipse. And thus, Eclipseyo was born. Now, that video that I did when Biggie meets Eclipseyo, that was an original Big Stuff story when I introduced Eclipseyo for the first time in 1970. But at that time, I did not know how to animate. It was a story that I had. So it felt kind of fun to redo a story that I did 50 years ago, and I finally animated it, and I'm glad everybody enjoys it. Without no further ado, let's have Eclipseyo sing his song that everybody likes. Okay, Eclipseyo, you're on.
I'm Eclipseyo, I like to make eclipses. I'm Eclipseyo, I like to have some fun. Come along with me and I'll show you how I do it. Oh yeah! Eclipseyo's that is me. I'm much fun. I'm a musical, I'm a fighter. I like to have some fun.
He likes to blot out the sun.
I do it for the sun. I make the day into night, and the night to make where you want. I go downtown and speed it up. I do funny things and I make it back to the top. Funny things is my life. I like to make eclipses. I like to make eclipses. I'm a Eclipseyo. I like to make eclipses. I like to make eclipses. I can make an eclipse for everyone. You don't have to wait 50 years for one.
You don't have to wait 50 years for one, but you do have to wait 50 years to be animated.
I teach the kids science. How to make how to the sun. Make the eclipse shadow on the ground. Running out the light for everyone. I am all fun. I like to make eclipse. I am Eclipseyo. I have another one, you know. I'm Eclipseyo. I like to make eclipses because it's all my fun. And come along with me and let's fly out the sun. Eclipseyo, I'm a lot of fun. I'm the life of the party for fun. I'm Eclipseyo.
That's Eclipseyo. Ain't it funny how me, with my imagination as a little kid, from a newspaper article, the fascination of studying and about eclipses, I would create something so cute. Now, I have another video to show you. I just recently uploaded it. This is a more modern eclipse here. This is a 3D model. This is 3D animation. When I first started out, I did 2D animation. So if Eclipseyo was animated way back in 1970, he would have looked something like this. I'm going to show you a video. Let me close this one down. My Eclipseyo for now. Let me go into my 2D Eclipseyo files and show you what Eclipseyo would look like if it was animated in 1970 in 2D version.
I'm Eclipseyo. That's me. I'm Eclipseyo. I'm Eclipseyo.
And here it is in 2D.
Because I go in for the song, and I hang out fun, and I games with everyone. I'm Eclipseyo, I'm Eclipseyo, I like to make eclipses. I'm Eclipseyo, I'm Eclipseyo, I like to have some fun. Come along with me and I'll show you how I do it.
Okay, Eclipseyo, you're on again. Go sing again.
That is me. I'm what you want.
Woo! He's a prankster. He likes to have fun. He always blasts out the moon when people are trying to read stuff.
I make the day tonight, and the night is the day where you want. I go downtown and speed it up. I do funny things, and I make you laugh to the top. Funny games is my life.
Fun and games is his life. He likes eclipses. Eclipse is his name.
I love you. I like eclipses. I like eclipses.
Oh yeah. There's a band of eclipses.
I make a lot of, I give you a whole lot of fun. I teach the kids science. How they
Hi, Nelly. I see you. I see those happy faces you put up. You're happy. You're happy. I like it, huh? I'm Eclipseyo. I like to make eclipses. I have fun. Come on with me. Let's run out the sun. I'm Eclipseyo. I'm Eclipseyo. I have a lot of fun. I'm Eclipseyo. I'm Eclipseyo. For everyone. Eclipseyo. Yeah. Of course, with 2D animation, you're a little limited. You can't give him as much movement as you can with the 3D unless you draw thousands of cells. Now, if I were to make this the old-fashioned way, like I did the Froggy movie for this little short video, it would have taken me 6 months to film it the old-fashioned way because I would have to sit there and make it move like the other one, the first one I showed you in 3D. I would have had to sit there and draw, baby. That was about maybe 1,400 frames. So it's 1,400 movements, 1,400 pictures, a lot of painting, a lot of time, a lot of organizing, a lot of filming, a lot of clicks with the camera, the old-fashioned way, trying to sync up the audio. Whoa, it's amazing computer animation how fast you can do an animation now. It's amazing. If only I had this equipment way back when I was 1970, when I was a little 11-year-old kid. I could imagine how many thousands of big stuff movies, all those stories would have been animated. Yeah, you see my friend Hayes back there. See Fredo over there. Fredo, he's staring. Every now and then he puts his face in the background. Freddie is watching also. uh, uh, I so yeah, you like it, you love it. I know a lot of people said they like that song, that newer song, Eclipseyo. Well, I heard that there is another character outside because when I first mentioned Eclipseyo, when I was talking about big stuff, cartoons, somebody said they wanted a T-shirt on Eclipseyo, and I went, and that's before I even showed you what he looked like. I said, uh, what? I mean, I made that cartoon 50 years ago. It was never animated. Nobody's seen it until I showed the drawing of him. I don't even know where I put it. It's over here someplace. Uh, nobody knew. Wait a minute. I gotta find the drawing of him. It's in another spot. Hold on. I don't want to knock everything down. You know how it is when you're doing stuff. You got a lot of paperwork and things moving around, and you only got so much space. But I only showed them. It should be on here. Yeah, I only showed drawing of him. Let's see. This is a Flashdance song. I only showed the drawing of Eclipseyo. It's another drawing of him. Like that briefly after somebody told me that they want a T-shirt on him, and I said, "Hi, you never saw this creature before. I made it in 1970." Um, and I said, "There's got to be maybe some kind of cartoon out there now that has that same name." Hi, how you doing? Did you like my Eclipseyo videos? I'm talking about this creature, this little funny alien. He's kind of funny. Did you like that big stuff cartoon? When Eclipseyo was playing games on poor Mr. Big Stuff, and he was wondering what was going on. Matter of fact, let me roll that film. I'm going to roll that one now. that movie over there. This is the original story. You see, that's on the 2D. Oh wait, this is the new one that I just put up. This is what the astronauts will look like in 2D. Let me put up the 2D animation one of the astronauts, the new one, and then I gotta put the story on.
Eclipseyo.
This is Eclipseyo with the astronauts. So let's stop big stuff off. But there we go. There's Eclipseyo with the astronauts.
I'm Eclipseyo. I like to make eclipses. I'm Eclipseyo. I like to have some fun. Come along with me and I'll show you how I do.
This is a 2D animation version.
Eclipseyo, that is me. I'm what you want. I'm a musical. I'm a gangster. I like to have some fun. I move like a moon. I do it for the sun.
That's when he introduced himself to the astronauts. From Biggie is town. Look who I found. At first, the other two astronauts didn't believe him until they met him. That's another part of the story they didn't really get to do yet.
I love you. I like to make eclipses. I like to make eclipses. I can make an eclipse for everyone. You don't have to wait to see everyone. I make a lot of them. I give you a whole lot of fun. I teach the kids science, how to get in the ground, how to go through the sun, and make the eclipse shadow our friend. Running out the light for everyone. Remember, love, I feel that me. I am all for you. one.
He's a funny one. Oh, yes, he is. Anytime you're in the middle of doing something, he blots the sun out. He can't see what you're doing. Yeah. He plays tricks on everyone. He also speeds up time, and it slows things down also. I didn't do that scene yet. That's funny when he does the big stuff. I'll tell you about it. Yeah. Eclipseyo, he's a trickster. Continuation of the story. When Biggie was, Eclipseyo loved playing games on people. He had he likes to make eclipses. He always blotted out the sun when people were doing something and they couldn't get to work done. Can you picture you're in the middle of the outside? You sit down on a park bench. It's a nice sunny day. You go to read your newspaper and all of a sudden it gets dark. You look up in the sky and then it's sunny all of a sudden. You go, what's going on? There's not a cloud in the sky. There's no trees in the way. And like, okay, whatever it was. And you go again to read the newspaper and it gets dark again. And you're like, okay. And they look up there and then you see that there's an eclipse and it's kind of acting weird. But there was no eclipse there before. Where'd that come from? Yeah, there was nothing. and then you go, then it's gone. As fast as it came, it went. It's like, I must be hallucinating. Yeah, it was like Biggie like going nuts. So what's going on? Until he finds out that was this little stinker when we were playing games. And then when he tried to tell the other two astronauts, I saw an alien who makes eclipses. And the guy's like, okay, Biggie, what's that all about? Did you get in there with the moon too many times over? Now, of course, this will be the more modern story. I don't remember exactly how he introduced Eclipseyo to the other astronauts because it's been 50 years ago, this story. I only remember the part when he was in the park bench when he first met Eclipseyo. And Eclipseyo comes from the unseen world, where that place that they all fit into the limelight. That where I was inspired to make an unseen world with this silly show that was on TV 50 years ago. Everything I'm telling you about is kind of 50 years ago. So, I was a little kid, 11 years old, with a great big imagination, and I had a desire to do animated cartoons. And, oops! I just dropped the big stuff on the floor, and I hope it didn't break them. Oh, I didn't get ding. I wanted to take down the pictures I had here. And it all started with this picture. So, from pictures. Actually, basically all this started from pictures. Got this picture, a fascination. I was a young kid, 11 years old. I was glued to the TV every time astronauts went to the moon. The first time Apollo 11, that was the first one. Too bad I don't have the original Apollo 11 picture, but I originally made the Apollo 11 astronauts as a cartoon. I did not know how to animate way back then, so I don't have any of that footage, but I am going to do something later on. But as a show, but when I did make alignment, I did put the Apollo 11 astronauts in it because the Apollo 13 astronauts and the Apollo 11 astronauts were together in a lot of the stories of the alignment movies. So the Apollo 11 astronauts are in my movies, as you saw in my other previous movies. Tomorrow I'm going to show part 2 of the alignment, the movie. Remember the little short that I showed you? Well, I'm going to show you the whole thing on here. They talk about that. Right now, I'm talking about Eclipseyo, but let me tell you, it all started with pictures. So I had my fascination with the astronauts going to the moon, and I always loved to go to the moon and all. But Apollo 13 was so much different than the Apollo 11. It really captured me. At that time, I had my Apollo 11 cartoon characters already. Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins. And at the time, my favorite singer was Bobby Sherman. He came out later on. Yeah, at first it was Armstrong, the astronauts, and then later on in February, the beginning of 1970, Bobby Sherman got popular in 1970, and I did a cartoon with Bobby Sherman, and I made a show called Bobby Sherman and the Astronauts because Bobby Sherman was doing something, and the astronauts Also, Aldrin and Collins used to play. They always used to play games on each other. It was like kiddie thing. That's all that fun and games is now in this little character. uh, that's how it moves. When I start looking at the personality of cartoons, that's how they develop. You get an idea, and you need to develop. Actually, all of you can make your own cartoon characters up too. This takes a bit of imagination and a little inspiration. Well, my inspiration was the astronauts. But when Apollo 13 happened, I saw Apollo 12 also, which was in between. That was a pretty much normal mission, but I was excited. I always loved. Every time I was on an Apollo mission, I was glued to the TV. But they didn't really. I don't. To be honest with you, poor Apollo 12 does not really get that much talk about. And I don't even remember the whole mission. I only remember bits and pieces in my memory. And now YouTube, they uploaded things, so I gotta catch up with what I don't remember on Apollo 12, because after Apollo 11, Apollo 12 happened. It was like a routine, the same thing over again. Nobody was interested. Then Apollo 13 came, and it was like, oh, nobody was interested even more, because it's the third time they already went to the moon. Nobody was trying to look at other things until the explosion happened. Then everybody was glued to the TV. Me, as a little kid, I said, why don't they show Apollo 13? Because I was waiting for my father would call me in every time on the news or when there was shows on Apollo 13. I said, please call me when the astronauts go on. And I was waiting on it's the other two missions. They were constantly on the TV. But when I came to Apollo 13 in the beginning of its mission, Holly was on TV. And I said, why don't they play Apollo 13? Where's my astronauts? I kept turning the TV on, waiting for something to go on, And I was getting ready to go to bed. I was getting ready to go to bed. My father said, it's time to go to bed. And then all of a sudden I said, but there's no astronauts tonight. Nobody's. And I said, oh, sorry, that's TV for you. All of a sudden the news said, something happened with Apollo 13. I turned around and said, oh, can I please see this? I promise I get up tomorrow for school. I had big said, you better make sure you get up, whatever it was. And I ran out and I looked out there, I wanted to know how to do it. And then I was glued to it. And then when I got home and all, I was really glued to it. Now they showed everything on Apollo 13. Then I was showing all the stuff that they should have shown and then everybody got interested in it after the explosion. That's usually how it is. It's like, well, so it became the most watched one now. It started out as the most least watched to the most watched. And it was like I was glued to the TV praying that the boys come home. And then Splashdown Day came. It was a park. I mean, my block, there was a whole bunch of kids outside, and they were doing chalk writing on the floor. I said, welcome back, Apollo 13. So me, I sat down and I drew the big capsule, the command module splashing down in the water with the big shoots and big gigantic pictures, and welcome home, Apollo 13. Then started it. The first thing I drew in the costume of Apollo 13 was the splashdown, Splashdown Day. It's a splashdown, it's a splashdown, it's a splashdown day. Everybody, hip, hip, hooray! And that was a wonderful day. Then I, of course, now during the ending of the mission, I had a bad tooth. My father said, you gotta go to the dentist. And I said, I know, but I want to see my astronauts, because I was glued to that TV from the morning to the night. I said, okay, after the astronauts are over, you're going to the dentist first thing. And I said, okay. So the astronauts got home, and guess what? I had to go to the dentist. But you know what? It's a good thing I went to the dentist, because the dentist had this. And I was good friends with the guy in the dentist. I'm sitting down in the dentist's office, worried about my teeth, like, oh, what's going to happen? Oh, I don't want to have my tooth. And I turned around and I saw this. I said, astronaut! I picked the magazine up so fast. And then I realized it was Apollo 13. And I saw a big stuff's expression for the first time. That pussy, I was sort of, I said, that's the picture. And when I went to that made me happy from going ooh to yay. And I went to this and I had this thing in my hand and it was like go of it. And I said, "Can I please keep this magazine? I want this. I'm making a cartoon on him." And he said, "You carry out, you know." And since then, that's how I got this, and that's how I designed the cartoon. That's how the Apollo 13 cartoon came out. And then as the year went by, uh, May came around, and we had the Unseen World show on May 3rd. I was inspired. I always like looking at science shows on TV. I always go to Channel 13, and I always liked the science shows. It was the astronauts and the science shows that I was interested in a lot. And when this show went on, and it showed good photography, like showing a drop of water going in the water in slow motion, and it showed flowers opening up. It's what you didn't see with your own with the naked eye, but through trick photography. It's all about the trick photography filming that they did in the show that captured my attention. And so, what a wonderful world that would be if big stuff would go into a world like that, a science museum where you can see things happen in slow motion or go fast, like trick photography is. So I designed the place that Biggie goes into. And he winds up into this hole under the ground, and he winds up in this place. That's the original place where Unseen World was a hole in the ground that he went underneath, inside the world, the planet. And there was this Unseen World. Then Eclipseyo, of course, in May 7th came the eclipse. And of course, I got the newspaper article. After this fascination about eclipses, it was a special one. The first time I was ever even introduced to eclipses. So I got fascinated. I said, "What? It would be kind of funny if I was thinking it's funny to do with big stuff because I always liked doing some funny stuff on big stuff. See, big stuff is Jack Swaggart, of course, in the Apollo 13. For those who don't know about it, he was standby astronaut. He was supposed to be on this mission. Kim Manley was exposed to German measles. You know what the funniest thing too about it? 50 years ago, there was German measles going around, and that's also a virus. That's why Kim Manley wasn't here. Jack Swaggart was called in the last week before the mission to replace Kim Manley so the mission could go on. And he was the tallest astronaut, and he had the nickname of Big Jack or Big Swig. So the big comes to that. And astronauts, as they're training, they have to have the right stuff. So the stuff comes from that. Put it together, you got Mr. Big Stuff. And that's where he gets that name. Just to let you know why I call him Biggie or Big Stuff. For those that don't understand, I have to keep mentioning that. Because a lot of people will probably wonder, why do I call that astronaut Mr. Big Stuff? Well, that's why. So it's amazing, right? So I said, well, it'd be kind of funny. After the Unseen World Science thing, and I got into the eclipse, I said, that'd be kind of funny. I did, in the Unseen World was science. So Biggie used to go there in the place and we'd do something. And then there would be eclipses happen because in Unseen World, all this stuff happens. And there was just the eclipse happening. Every time Biggie wanted to do something, there was an eclipse. I said, okay, I can't see nothing now. Why do you have an eclipse when I can't see nothing? This is a world of science. I know about eclipses now. Let me go and see something else in this place. And then he either falls in the hole and he winds up in the water and that drippy thing in the slow motion. He goes so if you can see that's is in the Journey into the Black Hole video that I did. If you want to see that from I got to re-edit that movie so I can put it up. I got to figure out how to upload that movie the way I upload all these. Since I've done it in a different format, and the computer that I did that, transferred the cartoons on, to put them online, ain't working right now. So I got to try to find a way to do it. When equipment dies, it's harder to do things. I have to figure out ways. Things don't work like they used to. But at least I do. And my cartoon does. Well, other than that, I'm just being funny. But that's how it began. So I got this picture of the eclipse. And I said, you know what? I got to design something other than just having the eclipse happen all the time. Because it's kind of funny. But I want to design some kind of creature. So I was trying to think. I said the eclipse is a round ball. It's got corona. How can I make some kind of creature as something like this? And I'm just in my imagination. I come up with this creature. His belly, his top of his head is black. He has a corona on the top of him. He has he lights up like a corona, and then the black part of him, the bottom part of him, he has that boom ball. So he's able to swell himself up like an eclipse and light up like an eclipse. So he's eclipse himself, or he just blows up as that big ball and blocks the original sun. He can do it both ways. He also does lunar eclipses too, because later on I found out about lunar eclipses. And it was kind of fun. So I had him do all kinds of. And the thing is that in the unseen world, like I was saying, time going fast and time going slow. So being here has something to do with the sun, and the sun is how you measure time. Let's combine that into this alien and have him be able to make Biggie go, woo. Let's say Biggie is doing something. Eclipse is around, he's trying to play a game. Wait to see what I'm going to do. Biggie now, I'm going to show him something else I can do. And then he'll do some kind of funny thing with his I forgot what he did to do it, and he said, I'm gonna make Biggie go slow. I'm doing it. If I it's my idea. He disappears, and then Biggie is doing something. He goes, he's trying to get something done because he has to say he's shoveling something. And I'm saying, he's going, hey, what's going on? What? Okay. And then he's moving so slow, like and he's like, okay, what is going on? I can't move. He's like moving so slow. And then he goes, okay, what's going on? Then he goes, okay, you want to get a little speeded up? Then I was like, go fast. Hey, what's going on? And he stops. He goes like, what just happened? And Eclipseyo is in the back laughing. And he goes, I should have known. Eclipseyo, you do that too? Oh boy. So I added that in. I didn't animate that yet, but that's part of the story too. Some other things that he does. He's a tricky little guy. He likes to play games on everybody. Can you imagine the alien doing that to you? Here's that video. The 3D version. This is the way I do things now. Here's the layout of when I was making that movie. Let me show you how many scenes I had to make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 scenes for that video. Now, if I did that in 2D animation, cell by cell, that would take forever. But I would take a year to make that movie. I did it in a week or two. About a week or two. About a week or two. A week and a half, like that. I had the story already. I just had to animate it. It's amazing how you could do, and it's in 3D animation. People keep asking me what I use. I use a program called iClone. It's from Real Illusion Studios. It's iClone Pro, and then I have another iClone 5. Now they came out with more updated ones. And then for the 2D, I use Crazy Talk for the close-up on the face, and Crazy Talk Animator for the full body animation that I just showed you before. And all these software comes from a company called Real Illusion Studios. So those who want to know how I animate my cartoons, that's how I do it. Well, without no further ado, let me show you Biggie meets Embryo. I just look for it. Meets Embryo. Here, I'm not Embryo. That's another one I'm working on. How Biggie met Embryo. That's the one I'm working on. The next one. By the end of the month, I should have that one done. This is Biggie meets Eclipseyo. He blows up like a ball.
I'm Eclipseyo.
And he flies.
I like making eclipses. I'll go play trick on Mickey. You see, I come here and she will. You see me? I am sleep like a big moon. This is my moon ball. I get big and I fly in front of the sun. And I have a corona belt on my belly. And I make eclipses and I have a lot of fun. I love playing tricks on people. I'll go play some tricks on Mickey. Watch. You'll see. Now it's time for me to come down for a landing and play some fun on Mickey. Oh, T-minus 10 minutes and eclipsing. Here I go. Oh, maybe I can get some peace and quiet over here in this park. Nobody knows I'm here.
You
It's a
think
quiet
so?
day.
I do. Oh, he's
Maybe I
there.
can sit down and read my
And so does the Eclipseyo.
I don't know my drops any moves on me. That man doesn't do any funny business. I just
I'm
need a
innocent in this one.
break.
I'm not doing
I
it,
just
Biggie.
want to read my newspaper.
He's yelling at me and I didn't do it.
But then again, that's the animator. I know it. I just know it. She's gonna do something funny or ridiculous.
Maybe.
But it is so quiet. But I guess I'll just sit here and read it anyway. What could happen?
What could happen?
Okay, very funny. I'm outside and the lights go down. I'm trying to read. Animator, I'm outside. Why is it dark? Hey, what's going on around here?
Oops. I don't know.
I'm going to play you.
As I does his eclipses.
Wow, it looks like a solar eclipse. But nobody told me there was going to be an eclipse today. Of course, I'm outside. It's peaceful. I want to read my newspaper and there's an eclipse. What else?
All right, good night, Natalie. You can check this video out after.
The eclipse cycle on the way.
Hello, Arthur. Amanda. Sorry, didn't see your name. And Pizza Fan is there. Hi. Good night.
Wait a minute. There's nobody here. There's nothing in the sky. If the animal was here, she would have dropped the moon on my head by now. There's not even the moon in the sky. There's not even a cloud in the sky. So what is going on? How could this be? Well, here I go again. Try to read this paper. Let's see. Oh, come on. Well, I like it this way. Eclipses is my game.
I thought he was a prankster. He's a silly person. He loves to drive you cuckoo. Looney, you get it?
Very
Looney.
fun. Very fun. Every time I get into reading a line on this paper, turn out the lights. Oh, come on. Please, can I please stay here? Nice and comfortable and read this paper, please. Here she goes with that stupid eclipse again.
I stopped, baby. I did not make that eclipse. My partner did.
Oh, sorry, Mickey.
He gave him some sunshine. He wanted some sunshine. Okay, but you give me some sunshine. Nice the sun. This is Corona.
Oh, boy. Now it's bright and sunny. And it's not even an eclipse in the sky. What is going on? Animator!
I know you stopped me. Yeah, you can read it. I stopped me doing that part.
Oh, boy. You. Now let's see. I'm going to read this now. Let's see. Oh, come on.
That's Eclipseyo, not me. Time, I didn't do it. My friend did it. He's kind of loony.
Oh, no.
With the moody.
Just about how to look. Who is doing it? Leave me alone. What's going on? Trying to drive me lonely with the lights. Oh. Who is that? What is that? What the what?
What?
The world is that? Oh boy. Now we got talking eclipses. Huh? What? No. Oh. Anything is possible and the big stuff possible, I guess.
Eclipseyo. A singing, talking eclipse? That's possible. He's watching.
I'm
There you go.
Eclipseyo. And that's me. I'm Eclipseyo. I'm Eclipseyo. And this is my moon ball. I am saying the moon. I go as far as the sun. And I hate to have fun. And I games with everyone. I'm Eclipseyo. I'm Eclipseyo. I like to make eclipses. I'm Eclipseyo.
He blows himself up like a balloon.
Come on.
He got a balloon on him on his
Yeah, I'll
face.
show you how I do it. Oh, yeah. Eclipseyo, that is me. I'm what you want. I'm a musical. I'm a prankster. I like to have some fun. I blow like a moon. I do it fun of the sun. I make the day tonight, and the night the day for everyone. I go downtown and speed it up. I do funny things and I make it back to the top. Funny things is my life. I like to make eclipses. I like to make eclipses. I love Eclipseyo. I like to make eclipses. I like to make eclipses. I can make an eclipse for everyone. You don't have to wait 50 years for one. I make a lot of them. I give you a whole lot of fun. I teach the kids science, how they look in the ground, how to float over the sun, and make the eclipse shadow our friend. On it out the light for everyone.
That's my old cousin.
Eclipseyo. I like to make eclipse. I'm Eclipseyo. I have a lot of fun, you know. I'm Eclipseyo. I like to make eclipses. Eclipses are all fun. Come along with me.
I think unless it's late, I can come down.
I'm Eclipseyo. I'm a lot of fun. I don't like to party for fun. Well, because this is how I do it. I blow up like this. This is my moon ball. That's how I make the eclipses. And I make these pretty big ones too. I always like to play games so everybody. Uh-oh, I see something coming. I think I'm gonna have to get out of here. I got some more eclipses to make. See you later, baby.
Uh-oh. Something is coming. I wonder what that is.
At least you just played with the light. At least you didn't drop a moon on my head like the animator.
You're getting back
boy,
now.
he saw something coming. Oh no, oh no, no animator, no moves, please. Oh no, I knew you had to get the last laugh in.
Yes, I do. I'm going to drop it now. It's time.
I'm waiting for it to happen. I know it's gonna be
Open.
inside. Oh no,
10,
it's
9,
too
8,
soon.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's moon. Oh, well, he kept saying I did a part. I had to do it. I just had to do it.
Eclipseyo, are you still there? Eclipseyo, anybody? Animator? Get me out of this moon! Take this moon off me! You can't leave me like this! Come on already! Oh, how long am I going to stay under this moon now? Oh.
How long do you think Biggie's going to stay under that moon now? He was blaming me throughout the whole show. So I had to drop a moon. How am I? Oh, I'm doing great. I'm having fun with my big stuff like usual. I finished the silly movie like usual. Biggie's under the moon again. I know. I like his slogan where he says, "Okay, animator, astronauts are supposed to go on the moon, not the moon on them." Okay. Thank you for giving me a great night, AJ. Well, I know I'm going to be leaving soon too. I just had to do a short video to introduce my Eclipseyo. I'm sorry I went on a little late tonight because it was the International Day of Prayer, and I was doing International Day of Prayer. And well, let me just move all this stuff out of the way for now. And get myself situated. And put this over here. Got so many things in the way. Oh, there we go. I'll take care of that later. Well, it's that time again where I have to say goodnight and sign out. I'm just trying to get my computers in order and try to send to me right. You know, I want you to see my boys. They didn't get a chance to be seen in this one. There we go. Only Hazy was peeking through. Hazy, and Kimmy and Biggie, you know. My company. I mean, that's how I get by in this coronavirus. I mean, I have to be in quarantine. I've been spending time with my animated friends. Well, of course, the Lord, He's the number one. He's the one who keeps me happy. When you have Jesus, you're never alone. He helps you through the thick and the thin, and He's always there. And this mouse belongs to the other computer. I get confused which mouse goes to which computer. I got the computers running here. One I show the video, one I'm doing the yeah, that's how it is, you know. So until the next big stuff cartoon or the next event. The next event is how Biggie meets Embryo. How Embryo gets into the picture. March has been May has been a very popular month. I keep forgetting we're in no March. We're in March. I don't know why I said May. We are in May. And, hey, Biggie, I'm not the only one that gets clunked in the head with the moons here. You know what it is? I've been in quarantine so long. March is when it started, the quarantine. Then all of April, we're doing big stuff. Now we're all in May. Oh boy, it's that long. Woo-hoo. Hey, astronauts, you haven't been in quarantine. I don't think any astronauts have been in quarantine this long. Right, Biggie? Oh, nope. Well, us Apollo, does he astronauts not to go in quarantine? We never made it to the moon, but we did have to go to sick bay. Oh, Hazy got sick during the mission, but he's okay now. Well, until then, this is RG Jubilee. It's the big stuff. And Embryo saying sign out. Until the next time we launch a new horizon. Oh, yeah. We can't leave out Jimmo and Fredo neither. We'll be here on the next show next time. Or whenever the unseen world be will buzz along. Or Eclipseyo will do some eclipses. What else is in store in this fantastic story of my life? Well, Big Stuff has a lot of surprises yet left to show you. Well, you have a good day, a good night, and as I say, sign off and heads up. Bye all. Love my good fans. Have a good night, good sleep. Until next time. Bye. Okay, that